Welcome to Pydle Day 39. Pydle is a daily puzzle game you need to solve by writing Python code. Today's Pydle looks like the fingers on a hand. So you've got the orange is the kind of the fingers, and then the nails are yellow, and then just a white background. See if you can solve that. If you've not played Pydle before, follow along. I will now solve yesterday's Pydle. Also watch some of the previous Pydles. It's a very simple game, and it doesn't require a lot of kind of complex Python, but it does require logical thinking. So hang on while I explain. Yesterday's Pydle looked like a bit of a tape measure with centimeters on the left, 1, 2, 3. Then inches. You can see the 1 inch is kind of between 2 and 3, which looks right. So we're going to solve that first of all by just looping over the 25 pixels. So you may have seen this loop before. So we extract kind of 3 variables, x, y, and I. You'll see later why we're going to need I. Then we use list comprehension to create a new list from a sequence. And I'm going to fill that in a bit, but for I in range 25. So this is a compact way of getting kind of convenient variables out for x and y and also I. And we want to fill this list in the list comprehension with a tuple. And that tuple's got, first of all, I, which we are deconstructing the first one. Then I modulus 5. That gives us our x values. So it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, which is, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And next one goes again 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that means y must be integer division by 5. So first row it stays 0, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hope that makes sense. Always, if you click on the help, you'll see there's a link to W3 Schools, which is an excellent site to learn Python for beginners. Okay, first thing we're going to do is the black kind of indicators for the measurements. So the 1, 2, 3, and that is true when x equals 1. So if x equals 1 and now you can see it is every second pixel, so we need a counter that's kind of every second one. So it's basically the even numbers, so 0, 2, and 4. So that means y modulus 2 must be 0. That is a test for equal for even numbers. Sorry, not equal, for even numbers. So modulus 2 is a test for even numbers. Okay, now our Pydle statement. So Pydle, we already have x and y. Now, what do we need for the character? So, as I said, the character needs to basically go every second one. So, if we just did y, let's just test that out. Let's do y plus 1 because it starts at 1 instead of 0, and black. Let's test that out. So you see it's 135. So if we did that integer division, so it goes every second one. Okay, hope that makes sense. Okay, so we've got the black pixels. Normally in Pydle, if it's a black pixel, we don't bother with it because the background's black, but we can't do that if we need to fill that pixel with a character, which is what we had it to do then. Okay, now we can probably have some complicated maths for the one indicator, but since it's only a single pixel, we just do else if, and that's why we extracted I. So that is when I equals 18. So if you count 0, that would be the 18th pixel. And then we'll just do Pydle x comma y. That needs to be a 1 and black. Okay, that does that. And we're just going to do the last one. We have going to use a single statement for the white and the yellow. Just to be a bit more compact. So now we know white. Let me swap that around. Let's do yellow. Yellow if 0 smaller than y smaller than 4. So Python lets us do kind of these chaining comparisons, which is kind of as you would write in maths. Other languages don't allow you to do that, which is actually very nice. And we need an else white. Okay. And I forgot about that character. So there's no character there. And let's see if that worked. Oops, I did something wrong. That should be X. Okay. And that solves our Pydle for the day. Don't worry too much about how many attempts you took. It's kind of, part of programming is testing something and running it while you're still coding. You don't need to kind of finish the whole thing and then run it. Okay, that solves today's Pydle. Have a go at the hand for today, and I'll see you again tomorrow for the solution.